Hey everybody, JC Parets here, and we are back on the live stream with my man, Sean McLaughlin. What's up, Shawnee?
Man, it's about time we get started here. What were you doing? Getting your hair did?
You know, it might not look it, but, beauty takes time. It just doesn't happen overnight. You don't just throw on a Cubs hat. We were talking about the Cubs and, how long the Cubs went without, doing anything until they finally did. Biotechs haven't done anything forever until maybe they finally win something. I like the trade here. They don't necessarily have to win it all. They just got to stop losing.
All we're betting on is Biotech stopping losing. In fact, we're not even really betting on that, JC. I don't need this week's low, which was, it's hard to see on that chart, but if you were to zoom in on it, that low is printed on Monday morning. I don't need that low to be the low for this thing for the next year. We just need it to hold for a couple of weeks. That's all we're doing here. The real bet here, JC, is we're selling premium, which is what we've been doing all week for the past, 2 weeks, really.
And I like that. We when we talked about the IWM, and selling volatility there, selling premium, we talked about the analogy. There's just cash sitting right there on the sidewalk. You can go pick it up and, go get it and pick it up or not. And this is one of those. And we were looking at ARC. We were looking at airlines for this trade, right? Let's sell puts on some of these beaten up stuff. And you liked specifically the juice here better than those others.
Yeah, well, first of all, the airlines that we were looking at, I don't generally like selling naked puts in individual names. I do it from time to time and usually as part of like a risk reversal. But I just felt like there was a lot of premium being offered right here in the biotech ETF, which, biotechs can be scary, but the ETF is not as scary, so to speak.
True.
But yeah, there was nice premium when we were looking at this trade. The biotech XBI was trading at around, I don't know, I think it was like 114-ish when we were looking, maybe 112.
Yeah.
And the 105 puts, which are that strike is below the low on Monday. So where that green candle is pointing to in that chart there, that low is actually the actual low intraday was 106.92. And so we were looking at the 105 puts expiring in January, so 6 weeks out. They were offering, we were able to sell them for $2.25. So, a little back of the envelope math here, if this was a cash secured put, you're getting the potential to earn 3% on your money over 4 weeks. I don't think we'll even have to hold the trade that long. But
my suspicion is we won't, and if we do, it's probably because we're losing money in it.
Right. Look, this is intended to be a tactical trade. We're not going to go out to the world, JC, and declare that this is the bottom in biotechs and new highs are coming.
Could be.
It could be, but that's not what we're saying. Right. If we believed that, we would be doing a very different trade. Sure. What we're betting on is that low from Monday is going to hold at least for a couple of weeks, and we're getting paid a lot of pretty nice premium to sell those 105 puts. And the risk management here is simple, JC. If that low from Monday doesn't hold, we're out. I don't want to wrestle with this thing. Look at that chart. Excuse my language. if this thing gets ahead of steam, it could fall down to 63 in a heartbeat. We've seen crazy things in biotechs before. So if we violate Monday's low, that's my signal to get out, win or lose. It'll likely be a loss, but it could be a win depending on the timing of when that happens. But otherwise, as long as we hold above that level, we'll have plenty of opportunity to exit this trade for a profit. I'm not being greedy here. I'm not trying to let this thing expire worthless. I don't want to hold it all the way to January expiration. I'm going to buy it back for half of what I sold it for. So in the post, as we laid it out, the trade that we put out this morning, we sold them for $2.25. So I'm looking to buy them back for $1.10. That's my goal. Quick and easy. Hopefully quick and easy. 50% gain on the credit there, and we move on. It's a tactical bet.
I really like how biotech, I think is a microcosm to a lot of the things that we've seen throughout the year. Had that monster run towards the end of last year and into February. This is when enthusiasm peaked. This is when emerging markets peaked. The IPO index peaked. The NASDAQ advanced decline line, NASDAQ new highs list, all peaked in February. And yes, since then, some stocks have gone up, but most have not. This looks a lot like China, right? There's a lot of stocks in the world that look exactly like this. And at this point, it's just like, you know, we've been talking over the last couple of weeks. Do we really want to be pressing those shorts? It didn't really make much sense. I really like the selling of the puts because this is an opportunity where we're not really betting that it's going to go down. We're not betting that it's going to go up. We're just betting that volatility is going to mean revert, and volatility is a mean reverting mechanism of sorts. So that's the only bet that we're making, and I really, really like that, especially when volatility is really high. Look here at the applied volatility of Biotech really spiking over the last month. I mean, those are people puking, right, at the end, just like, oh, get me out of this.
Yep, those are scared investors trying to protect their position any way they can. So they're either buying puts or if they're really being aggressive, maybe they're shorting stock. But that, you know, that people are scared. And we see this all the time, JC, whenever stocks sell off or whenever indices sell off. Scared money, man. Scared money drives up the cost of protection. And you see that in the options markets all the time.
No doubt about it. All right, let's recap. We are selling short naked XBI, the equally weighted biotech ETF, the January 105 puts, selling them naked for 2.25, trying to cover when we can get half of that. So about what, 110, 115, something like that, but would you say back of the envelope? Who uses envelopes? It's back of the cocktail napkin, Shawnee.
Who even sends mail anymore? I don't even know what that is. Sorry.
My wife loves the mail. She loves it. Did you check the mail? Did you check the mail today? No, I didn't check the freaking mail. All right, so we're selling naked puts in biotech, betting that volatility is going to come back, get cut in half, right? Which we're seeing a lot of volatility diminish. So I think that this is another one. Shawnee, always a pleasure, buddy.
Thank you, my man. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.
All right, guys. Shoot us an email if you have any questions. info@allstarcharts.com. Follow Sean at Chicago Sean. Follow us at All-Star Charts. Say what's up. All-Star Charts on what? YouTube, StockTwits, Instagram, Twitter. Are we on TikTok yet? I don't think we're on TikTok.
I don't think we're there yet.
All right. Sell naked puts. YOLO responsibly. Adios.